to get your dog to go to a target. So what a target is, it can be anything. The top lid of a yogurt. This little mark has a piece of those foam pads like this on top of a 2x4. I've got a square one. I've got different shapes and sizes. So Target's a great tool if you want to teach your dog to go just about anywhere. You teach them to go on the target, you can put the target in the crate. When you teach your dogs to do 2 paws on, 2 paws off, you can use a target and just tell them to touch the target in the beginning stages of the trick. Okay? If you're going to do stunt dog trials, you have to send your dog to a target from 6 feet away. But first you have to build value for the target. So the first thing I'm going to do with Isabella, she's got a foam pad there that's on the ground. That's a foot by a foot. I'm going to lure Izzy to the target and say, okay, good girl, target. And I'm going to feed her on the target. Okay, I want her to build a like for the target. Then I'm going to start asking her to stay as I go, girl. And we're going to play the stay game with both of her paws on the target. Good girl. Okay, once she's pretty efficient at staying, about 5 to 10 seconds, I'm going to start getting her off the target, and I'm going to start sending her to the target. Now, in the first stages of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to sit and stay, and I'm going to go directly in front of her at the target. I won't be too far off. Izzy, target. Good girl. Okay? If your dog may not put both the paws on the target right away, all I am asking is she's on the target for the first little while. Once she gets accurate at it, I'm going to start perfecting it. So I would sit there and go, Izzy, off. Okay, target. And if she had a paw off the target, I'd say, okay, can you fix it? And I'd just kind of take a treat and just lure it, then give it to her as soon as both of her paws are on the target. Okay, Izzy, off. Oh, your treat's right here. All right, so once Izzy's pretty accurate at doing the target with me in front of the target, what I'm going to do, okay, I can stop there, or if I want to be able to use the target in other tricks later, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to stand beside the target, and I'm going to say, okay, target, fix it. Now she's just barely touching the target right now, so I'm going to go fix it. Good girl, fix it. And I'm going to lure her until both her paws are on the target. Good girl. Okay, come on. Ready? Target. Fix it. Fix it. There you go, good girl. Okay, she chose to sit. I'm not picky about it because I can command her to do something else on the target later, but we'll play with that later. So gradually, I'm going to step behind the target. Come on. Because if I want to use this for stunt judge, I have to send her away from me to the target, and she has to stay there for 5 seconds. Okay? And before you move, you start moving behind her. Make sure she's... So if I'm at the side, I'll make sure she's capable of staying 5 seconds before I move a step back. Okay. Come on, Izzy. Up. So now we're going to go directly back because we've very gradually moved it. And I'm going to say, okay, go target. You overshot your target. So if your dog overshoots, it's not a big deal. Take your treat. Okay, target. Good girl. And just start again. Okay? If your dog looks like doesn't really know what you're talking about once you're directly behind her, no big deal. I'll move a step closer and to the side to the target. Come on. And I'm going to say, okay, target. Good girl. And we're going to go back to the position we were before. Work that another 10, 20 repetitions until she seems to get it. Then I'm going to move that step back again. Izzy, come. Good girl. Okay, target. Good girl. Oh, fix yourself. Good girl. Now, that's it. If the dog goes around the target and faces you, that's okay. That's fine too. We want the dog to be on the target. Okay, so come on, off it. Oops. To add distance to this trick, I would send her, okay, this is target. Okay, stay. Good girl. And I would, as soon as she gets on the target, I would follow that with a stay in the beginning of this trick. Okay, until she knows that once she's on the target, she has to stay. Just as a reminder, she had to stay when you were in front, she had to stay when you were at the side. You may have to start again when she's at the back. Some dogs get it right away, some dogs don't. Good girl. Okay. Once I'm able to send her to the target from about a foot away behind the target, I'm going to start taking a step back. And we're going to play the game again. And I'm going to play this game up until I can be like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet away from the target, and I just can send her across the room to go to her target. Okay? Come on, Isabella. Come. Come on. Come on. Ready? Oops. Ready? Okay. Ready? Go target. Good girl. Oops. Back up. Good girl. So she chose to sit at the target. We're working on something else right now, so I'm not going to fault her for that. But you guys get the idea. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Good girl.